Spending time with an aging loved one this holiday season may cause you to reflect and do some thinking about the future of their care. Here, sponsoring our segment this afternoon from Transitions Care is Regional Care Coordinator Jessica Lyles. Welcome, Jessica. It's great to have you here today.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Awesome. Now, tell me a little bit about what Transitions does, what kind of services you guys offer.
So Transitions Care, we are located in Central Illinois. We are a hospice agency. We also offer palliative care, but we specialize in end-of-life care and helping people with a chronic illness with symptom management.
Now, coming into the holidays here, families are gathering, and sometimes, you know, you have to face some things that might be different than last year, and you guys have some tips and advice for folks that are facing that situation.
So oftentimes people call in and they'll ask questions in a panic because they're coming home from the holidays or for the holidays, and they're noticing things that aren't going as well or were as noticeable over the phone as they are in person. So we like to walk people through what to expect when you're traveling home and give them some key things to kind of look out for.
Yeah, so what are some of the key things that you guys try to put in front of people to be looking out for?
So we want to emphasize things like expired food, expired medications, things that were supposed to be discontinued that an aging person or a senior is still using that should have been discarded at this point.
It's just up on the shelf, it's in the back of the fridge.
Yes. Those things that need to be managed. We're also looking at things that are becoming more difficult, such as ambulation, getting in and out of bed, going upstairs, getting tasks like their groceries in and out of the car. So anything that would be a sign of a decline or becoming increasingly difficult.
Now, you probably see a lot of change sometimes, like last Christmas, people were fine. This Christmas, things might be a little different.
Yeah.
And so, you know, these things are super important. How do these conversations, because this is a tough conversation to have. If you're having to be aware of somebody's decline, I imagine that's a difficult conversation for people to acknowledge and get into.
It's a tough conversation, but it's necessary, right? It's kind of like looking at that dentist appointment that you're really dreading to go to, but you know if you go, it'll be better for you in the long run.
Yes.
So we try to encourage people to kind of role play before you get home and ask some of those questions, or call someone like Transitions that you can get information on how to start the conversation.
Now you guys will walk people through that, because I mean, I wouldn't even know where to start. So I could call Transitions and you guys would actually help me know how to start that conversation.
We can walk you through some things to say. We can go over some key tips to kind of highlight and pinpoint, or look at things that would give you emphasis on what are you specifically trying to convey in this conversation, and how do we do that compassionately and with empathy.
Now, I know one of the things that you guys try to advise on is advanced directives. What are advanced directives?
This is probably my favorite topic because oftentimes people start the advanced directive process, either it's their living will, it's the healthcare power of attorney, or it's the practitioner order for life-sustaining treatment. And depending on how long ago you got these documents done, some of them could have changed. The person that you elected to be your healthcare power of attorney might not live in town anymore. They might be deceased. There could be some things that we need to update.
Getting their affairs in order ahead of time, not after it's too late, actually helps everybody.
Or in a time of urgency.
In a time of urgency. The last thing you want to think about is paperwork during a time of urgency. Or where is it? Exactly, exactly. Well, to learn more about Transitions Care, who we really appreciate sponsoring our segment today, we'll connect you at CILiving.tv.